welcome to my channel. My name's Alexis and today is going to be a little get to know me video. Kind of get to know what are my opinions, what are my favorite things in Harry Potter. You may watch me on TikTok, Magically Alexis. I'll link it down in the bio if you don't already. So yeah, I feel very awkward because I've never done this before. I mean, like I have sort of, but I feel this light is very bright and so I might have to change it. I'll just go with it. So I'm gonna look up a Harry Potter tag. Okay, so the tag that I'm doing today is from Kristen Krupps. I think it's her name. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. I'll link the tag in the description box below so you can go do that if you want to. So the first question is, what is your favorite book? So my favorite book is Prisoner of Azkaban. This has not always been my favorite book. I've switched, probably will switch it again, but my favorite book right now, because of the characters, is Prisoner of Azkaban. We get an introduction to Lupin, we get an introduction to Sirius, which are two of my favorites. My favorite movie has to be probably either of the it's probably either Order of the Phoenix or Deathly Hallows Part 2. I really do like Prisoner of Azkaban. That is like my go-to movie when I'm feeling like not great. But I think it's because I have such a strong connection with the book that I'm like, yes, I love that movie. And I do, I really do. I love that movie. But there's some differences between that and with that and the book. So I'm gonna okay, it's down between those three. My least favorite book is probably Chamber of Secrets. That's one of those ones that I just don't go back to very often. And I think it's mainly because it is more for a younger audience. I do like Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone. I guess for that nostalgia, because that is the first book. But Chamber of Secrets is just not my favorite, and it's not one of the ones that I'm like, yes, I've got to read that all the time. By the way, I don't know what is going on with my hair. I think we're just gonna leave it like this. This actually doesn't look that bad. I curled it yesterday, so I might look at this later and be like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? Sorry, I was looking at one of my TikTok notifications. Parts of the books, movies that made you cry. So I remember, I will let y'all know, I read the books after I watched the movies. I did not watch the movies until I was like 12, 13. I was in middle school. But I watched the movies first because my sister was like, hey, you know, I watched Chamber of Secrets on Freeform. Let's watch them. They're actually really good. And I was like, okay, I probably won't like them though, because I mean, it's mainstream. But at the time, like, I was reading mainstream books, I was watching mainstream movies, so I don't know what was going on in my brain. But I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like them because I just have never watched them before. But anyways, I really got into them and I started watching them all the time. And now I watch them all the time and I read them all the time. Like, it's on my mind constantly. So I mean, like, I would definitely say like Deathly Hallows, I was crying most of the movie, like the second part. I did cry when Dobby died. I did not cry when Hedwig died, and I don't know why. I think it was because in the movies we don't get like that much of a connection between him and Hedwig, and so I didn't really think about like, oh, this is really sad. I mean, yeah, it was sad because I mean it was an animal dying, but I just didn't cry, and I kind of feel horrible for not crying. But yeah, definitely Deathly Hallows Part 1 at the end when Dobby dies, and then all of Deathly Hallows Part 2, I just sobbed. And then I don't really cry when I read books. I don't know why, I just don't. I get sad. So all of Deathly Hallows, I was sad. The one part in Order of the Phoenix that makes me really sad is when Sirius dies. Did not cry watching it either, but now that I look back and I see some of the actors, like how they acted it out, oh my gosh, breaks me every time. So yeah, I guess that's like what made me sad instead of cry, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna skip that one. I'll just skip that. So I'm gonna go to the next one. Favorite character. So it's down between two people, and that is Nymphadora Tonks, because she's great and awesome, and she don't need nobody to take care of her. And two, Remus Lupin, which I find very funny because I ship them too. But Remus Lupin, just because I love him, deserved so much better. Anyway, just two great characters. Really could have done so much more with them, but the author did not. BTW, we don't support the author here. Okay, so next, what would your Patronus be? So I have taken the Wizarding World test, and my Patronus is a Tonkinese cat, which is a Siamese cat, in which I feel like that really fits that. I'll kind of give you what that is. Okay, so from Wizarding World, it says a Tonkinese cat Patronus might indicate that you're a curious and loving person. This breed delights in playing games, unlike lazier cats, and is very generous with their affection. If you could have the Resurrection Stone, the Invisibility Cloak, or the Elder Wand, which one would you choose? So, as much as the Resurrection Stone is great and I love it, I feel like that would be really hard to let go of something like that. Like if you bring back a loved one that you had a really strong connection with, imagine having to be like, okay, you have to go now. So no, sorry, wish that'd be great, but just feel like that'd be really hard. The Invisibility Cloak, that would probably be my pick. Because you could be invisible whenever you want to be, and that's really cool. I don't really have any other answer for that, and not the Elder Wand, because, I mean, that's just too much power. No thank you. The next question is, what house would you be in? So, I took the Pottermore quiz when it was still Pottermore, and I got Ravenclaw. At first, I did not think that I was going to get Ravenclaw, and then I ended up getting it, and I was like, this doesn't seem right. I thought I was going to get Hufflepuff, and there was still like times, like I took it again, because I was like, that doesn't seem right. Like I took it probably a year or two later. I was like, that just does not seem right. I still don't think I'm a Ravenclaw. I still think I'm a Hufflepuff. And I got Ravenclaw again, and I've taken it probably 2 or 3 more times since then, and I still get Ravenclaw. So I'm a true Ravenclaw, I guess. And I love my house. I will say that. I love Ravenclaw. But it was just really hard to let go of Hufflepuff. I still think that I'm like, that's like my second house. So combination house, Ravenpuff. If you could meet any member of the cast, who would it be? I don't know. Probably Emma Watson. If we're talking about like, yeah, probably Emma Watson. I don't know. She's just really cool, and she represents everything that is like good in this world. I just love her. Anyway, by the way, look at all my stickers. I've got a Tonks sticker, Tough Like Tonks, and then I've got a Mischief Managed. Oops. I've got a Grey's Anatomy one too. I like Grey's Anatomy, but I've got a Mischief Managed sticker. It's really cute. I got all of these off of Etsy, except for a few of them. I think some of them I got off of, like, I don't know. They weren't on Etsy though. I got them in like a box or something. I think some of them came in a CD, like Some of the Pitch Perfect ones came off of the CD, but anyway, and like one of them I got from a teacher at school. So the next question is, have you played any of the video games? I've only played one of the video games, unless you count like the mobile games, but the one video game that I have played is Lego Harry Potter. And let me just tell you, the first time I played it, it was so hard to get through, and then I played it a second time, and I've gotten through it really fast. I haven't played it in a few months, but I play it on the Nintendo Switch. It's actually pretty cheap right now because, I mean, it came out years ago, and so now they've made it into the Nintendo Switch game, and it's super cheap. It's like $15, I think. I don't know. I'll try to find it and link it in the bio if I can. But yeah, that's the only one I've played. I have played like the mobile games. I've played, of course, Hogwarts Mystery like everybody else, which I don't play that as much anymore because it's just, I get bored with it really easily. And then I play the puzzle game that's like the puzzle. It's kind of like Candy Crush, I guess you could say. And then I also have played Wizards Unite or whatever it's called, but I could never figure that out really. I'm not really into games like that. Like I tried to play Pokemon Go and I could not. But anyway, if you were on the Quidditch team, which position would you play? I would want to be a chaser. I feel like that'd be really cool. I don't know why. But anyway, were you happy with the ending? Not really. A lot of people die. And I don't know if this means like, are you happy with the ending of Deathly Hallows? Or are you happy with the epilogue? Now, I like the epilogue. I like how the epilogue was done. I don't like the actual ending of Deathly Hallows. I felt like it was just kind of like up in the air. We got no resolution. It was really sad. Anyway, how much does Harry Potter mean to you? It means so much. It picks me up on days when I'm feeling really, really sad, days that I'm having trouble, and it's just helped me a lot. It's helped get me through some really hard times, and yeah, so it means a lot, and it's something that I enjoy. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Go follow my TikTok. I post almost daily, or I try to. And I'll try to set up an Instagram soon. That's not my personal private account. I also have a Twitter. I'll try to link that here. I don't really use Twitter. So anyway, thanks. Bye. I'll see y'all next week.